Okay, there we go. So we're talking about picking your location. So if you have a bricks and mortar location, what you definitely want to make sure that you're doing is going at that location during the day, possibly kind of like midday, evening, night. Go different times. You want to go during the weekday, especially if it's like a restaurant or a retail spot. Um, Weekdays, and then check out the weekends, the same different times as well, right? That will make a difference, and do it more than once or twice even. And I will provide some resources for looking for locations. One that I use is loopnet.com. That's very popular with all the lot of commercial spaces, no matter where you live in the United States. Another one is, I always call it Office Feet, but it is cityfeet.com. And then you still have Craigslist, but it seems like a lot of times they're repetitive and people are putting in the same ads over and over again. So they might not be as helpful. But definitely LoopNet and City Feet are your two that are for people like myself who don't have a realtor's license. So basically, picking your location, business location, determines the taxes, the zoning laws, and regulations your business will be subject to. You'll need to make strategic decision about which city, state, neighborhood you choose to start your business in. So please keep that in mind, because sometimes, like I live in Nashville, you have what's called Metro Nashville, and then you have the city of Nashville. So even some of the outlying, like Madison, other places are still considered could be considered Metro Nashville. They're not the city of Nashville. So that makes a difference in your zoning, your taxes, and different things like that. Um, Now we have more so opportunity zones that exist. There are still some what they called hub zones. Like you get tax incentives for build actually having your location in those areas. So if you haven't gone through what we're going through, some college gentrification here in Nashville, you still have a lot of areas in other, I know, like Indianapolis and Memphis. Trying to think some places, and I know Atlanta still has them, especially like Stone Mountain, your DeKalb County area. But you will have areas that are used to be considered depressed. They call them something else now. Might be opportunity zones. They have been identified as, needing economic development, and you get extra benefits for that. Now, mind you, if you're trying to do a retail place or a restaurant of certain types, do your research, because those might not be good areas for that. But if you only need an office space, it might be good to do that, and then maybe have a virtual office with a A+ type of office space. So that kind of, if someone's looking from out of town or whatever, and you need your business to have a certain perception, look, whatever, then that's what I would do. I wouldn't care about it. That way you still get the benefits of the tax relief, and, you might get a bigger space even. So you can utilize the other as your corporate office as far as listing it online, and people will think you're in a business level for the business. And really, this is short today. I think I covered everything for locating the business. I can't think of anything else that you might want. Like I said, it's really important that you do your research. You want to look around and make sure there's no other direct competitors around you. That makes a difference. If it's a restaurant, I know you do want to make sure, like if you're selling, your biggest is dinner or lunch and dinner, you want to make sure you're on that side of the street that people are going home. And hopefully that makes sense. If you're selling breakfast and brunch, you want to be on that side of the street so people aren't having to go to the left. You will catch more traffic if it's on the way to work for people. Same thing kind of applies for retail. It's not as important, but it still is helpful. If it's retail, we know a lot of times the evening is when it's busiest. Then you would want to be on that other side where people are going home. Pay attention to how much parking that you have. Trying to think of the different types of businesses that you really want to look at the location. Find out if you can put a sign up if they have a marquee, like if you're in a strip mall, if there's a marquee, see if you can put, what it costs or what will happen when you need to put your sign up there. If there's not a marquee, you need to find out the zoning laws of if you can put a sign up yourself. Other things that might catch people. If it's a restaurant, you definitely, before you putting any money down, want to get as much information from your zoning and codes and other regulations long before you put your money down. Okay, unless they tell you can put some down, and then if you don't get it, you get your money back. But if not, do as much as your due diligence of talking to the codes and the zoning and all of that. Don't go by what people tell you. Wherever you find the location, that's what you need to go by, that address. Okay, that's very, very important. Check out your traffic, your demographics. All of that makes a difference. And if you're trying to do bricks and mortar, please make sure you are doing some online. I mean, that's I can't imagine not doing that. You need to do the marketing, even if it's a restaurant. Sign up with Grubhub and some of these other transportation places, and making sure you're marketing online, because that's it right now. Like, that's what people, we don't go to the yellow pages anymore. A lot of people don't listen to even the radio, but I would advertise on the radio still, because you have people there. And maximize your marketing. So location is important, but even if you're on a main strip, if they don't know you're there, you're only going to get those people that just kind of fly by. But that still doesn't mean they're going to say, oh, I wonder what they sell. So that's why it's good to do the online. Now you have marketing that you can do to identify your location from GPS. So it scared me before. When that first happened to me, I had gone to a little sip and wine place or whatever it's called. And when I got ready to leave, it was like, okay, let me know. It was asking for my opinion on what kind of place it was. I'm like, how do they know that I'm here? So now you can actually pay for the service to do a little bit more, where you actually get more information about your place of business. And it's very, very important when you're running your business to get feedback, continuous feedback, to make sure that you are satisfying your customers. All right, so that was me, Kathy Job, about the 10, or we on the 4th day. So we picked our location is what we're doing. And like I said, I will list a few resources for those. There's 10 steps to start a business. That's what we're discussing. We're doing 5 live, and then the other 5 I will do inside a private group. And feel free, if you have any questions, you can always direct message me. And I do provide this service for profit organizations or businesses, as well as nonprofit organizations. So either way, because a lot of times when people come to me and they want to know about a nonprofit organization, I find out that they really, really need to do a business first. So let's sit down and have consultations and talk about this, so you do the right thing. And I want to keep you fully with integrity, always, and making sure that at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is profitable. All right, A&E Coaching Group, that's the name of my company. So if you're live, you're actually coming from that side. If you went to my personal page or somewhere that someone shared, please visit and like the A&E Coaching Group. And other than that, you all have a good night. And as I always say, if you see it later, have a good day. All right, see you all later.